Hi Shane, this is Jeff with Zucor Marketing. We're based in San Antonio, Texas, and we specialize exclusively in helping trade companies like glass repair, windows, roofers, to get more customers through Google. We've actually helped over 100 companies just like yours to do exactly that. And in this video, I'm going to show you specifically what's holding your website back and what your top competitors doing differently that's allowing them to beat you right now. Let me start with a quick result from a recent client we work with, which is in a Windows company in a similar market to yours. When they came to us, they were getting roughly 4 calls a week from their website. And after we implemented the same changes I'm about to show you, they were getting 11 valid leads a week within 90 days. I'm sharing that because I want you to understand that what I'm about to show you isn't something theoretical. These are real changes that produce real results from companies exactly like yours. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at your website. Compared to your top competitors, your website is average at best. And um, I'm actually going to show you exactly why. Well, the gap isn't about in how your website looks, but in how Google sees it. And right now, Google doesn't see it the way it needs to in order to put you in front of customers who are actively searching for the services you offer. And there are three main areas where your website is falling short. Let's go ahead and go through each one of them. First one is the content. Google is looking for 1,000 words on your homepage, and the more relevant content you have, the more Google considers you an expert in your field. And of course, the higher it will rank you on Google. Let's go ahead and do a quick count just to see how many words you have on your homepage. Well, currently, you have 225 words. Well, that's significantly short of what Google wants to see. So adding additional relevant content to your homepage would directly improve on how Google will rank you. Second one we have are the keywords. Keywords are the exact words and phrases that your customers type into Google when they're searching for businesses like yours. For example, someone in your market might type for, glass repair in Memphis, Tennessee. Um, and then what happens is Google scans your website looking for those exact phrases. The more you use the right keyword throughout your content, the more Google considers your website relevant for those searches and the higher it will rank you. However, repeating keywords too many times is called keyword stuffing, and Google will actually penalize you for it. And what we need to focus on is what we call the strategic usage. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at how Google actually displays search results. When you do a search, you'll see three types of results. At the top is what we call the sponsored or the paid ones. Below that is what we call the map pack, which takes into account the distance of the business from the person doing the search. And also being here is extremely valuable because these listings get a lot of attention and clicks. The result here are actually your complete Google business profile, including reviews, a call button, updates, and many more. And not just a link to your website. Below the map pack are the organic search results, which many people call the real results because they're not paid ads. These are the website Google considers most relevant based on the keywords being searched and the factors about the quality of your website. So we have here your main competitor in the organic results. Let's go ahead and see what they're doing differently. So on their website, they have a crystal clear call to action. The moment you land on their homepage, they have enormous amount of keyword optimized content throughout their website. They have detailed service pages, regular updated blogs, and tons of, great contents. And every one of these things tells Google that this is an important, trustworthy website. And Google rewards them by putting them at the top of the search results. Moving on to the third one, which is the backlinks. We have here Ahrefs, and this is what SEO specialists use to evaluate website. Let me go ahead and walk you through the numbers we have here. First one is the DR. This is the level of trust that Google has in your website, and UR is the overall strength of your website. Backlinks are links from other websites pointing to yours. So think of them as recommendations or shoutouts from around the internet. And also, the more high quality backlinks you have, the more important Google considers your website and the higher it ranks you. We'll also be comparing your numbers with your competitors' numbers. With DR and UR, it shows that Google considers their website a much more trustworthy and a stronger website. That's also because they have more backlinks, they have more keywords, which gave them more traffic within the last 30 days. What that actually means is that Google currently trusts their website significantly more than yours, and that difference translates directly into them receiving more calls and leads from customers who search for exactly what you are offering. Customers who never even saw your website because your competitors showed up first on the Google searches. So to summarize what we found, your website needs better content, more keywords to meet Google's requirements, and you also need significantly more high quality backlinks to close the trust gap between your website and your competitors. And to tell you honestly, each of these are flexible. None of them require rebuilding your website from scratch. They are specific, targeted improvements that will directly impact where you rank on Google and thus how many new customers you get versus your competitors. Now, some of these changes are things you can begin working on with yourself, and this video has given you a clear picture of exactly where to focus. But if you want to quickly and completely beat your competitors, we can definitely help you out with that. Also, our founder, Samuel Turcott, is a marketing specialist who has worked with trade companies for over 25 years. He does a limited number of free 20-minute deep dive calls with business owners where he builds a specific action plan tailored to your website, your services, and your local market. It's a genuine working session. It's not a sales call. He'll tell you exactly what you should do, and in what order, and what you can take that plan, and you can actually do whatever you want with it. I'm also going to be following up with you in a couple of days. If what you've seen in this video resonates with you, it's worth 20 minutes of your time to talk with Mr. Turcott. So we really do appreciate your time. You all have a wonderful day. Bye.